Minnesota Vikings have an obvious need at cornerback, so why not bet it all? Just moving all in and going up and getting Jeffrey Okudah at the top of the draft one time, getting the pride of Ohio State and head and shoulders above the rest of the cornerback class this year. The numero uno cornerback prospect this year as potentially one of the better cornerbacks in a decade. Now, I understand. Like, I can feel the comments already, just like, it's so stupid. Margin in the future for a cornerback. I get it. Jeffrey Okudah is a consensus top 5 pick, and the question is, why would the Vikings just completely just shove in on a cornerback like that? Well, 2 reasons. Number one, Zimmer's going to Zim. This is Zimmer's last stand. He's going to go out his way. He's going to go out Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid style. So he's going to go what got him there. It's going to be defense. It's going to be cornerbacks because that's what his obsession is too. Number 2, Okudah, like we said, probably the best cornerback prospect since Patrick Peterson. He's certainly in that conversation. So if Zimmer is like, okay, if I'm going down, this is going to be on my terms. We're going to go get the best cornerback in the draft. We're going to go back to playing Zimmer ball. Like back when Xavier Rhodes is freaking Xavier Rhodes. We're going to play press man across the board, and we're just going to get after the quarterback. I'd be okay with that, frankly. Yeah, so let's talk about Okudah. Yeah, he's big, he's fast, he's the best cornerback prospect in the class, yada, 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 yada. So let's get into it. All right, so background, 6'1", 205, true junior, former 5-star recruit from Grand Prairie, Texas, was an early enrollee at Ohio State in 2017. Now, when players early enroll, generally, what it means is that they're cutting their high school career short a semester. High school, graduate in spring, all that stuff. So they're graduating high school in December, then rolling into college spring semester. So they're getting in the weight program, they're getting in the off-season work. Some of them are getting into spring ball. It's really great, and it's a way that some of the top recruits just get a jump start on contributing right away for the universities. And also, here's the thing too, jump starting the production at the university also jumpstarts them getting an NFL because 3 seasons of work, it's pretty good as opposed to a redshirt season. It's great, and that's what Okudah did. Got on the field as a true freshman, playing in all 14 games behind starters Denzel Ward, who was eventually the 2018 number 4 overall pick to the Cleveland Browns, as well as Kendall Sheffield, who was a future 2019 4th-round pick by the Falcons, pretty decent cornerback in his own right. Eventually became a starter as a true sophomore, and then started the next 26 games for the Buckeyes, culminating in a 2019 junior season where he broke up 9 passes and 3 picks. Now, here's what happens. Is that if you have a blanket cornerback who just completely eclipses the sun and whatever wide receiver is put in front of him, you're going to look at his box score stats, and generally you're going to be like, well, he doesn't have a lot of picks, doesn't have a lot of passes broken up. So why is everyone so excited about it? It's because quarterbacks don't throw his way. You don't think OCs and QBs don't know that this man is freaking Darrelle Revis? Yeah, that's why they go away from him. That's why for so many years, Revis' stats, pretty nil. Same thing with Patrick Peterson. Same thing with Richard Sherman was at the top of his game too. Quarterbacks just don't throw at him. And there is certainly value for taking away a third to a half of the field, which he did in 2019. First team All-Big Ten, named unanimous first team All-American as well, which is hard to do. Ended up being second in the Jim Thorpe Award voting behind LSU safety Grant Delpit, who isn't too bad, and I'm sure we'll talk about him coming to the Vikings as well, because why not? And also, important to note, 0 penalties. Completely clean stat sheet there, as he owns some reporter who clearly did not do his homework at the combine, which is just beautiful. It's great. Yeah, sloppy technique. About that. Speaking of the combine, he crushed it even before he got hurt. 4.4840, which, check. Quarterbacks don't need to run a 4.2, but just if you run under a 4.5.5, we're good. We're good to go. If you run a 4.6, you just better have amazing technique. But he has the speed and he has technique. Plus, also the broad jump and vertical leap in the 98th and 95th percentile, respectively. Just insane short area explosion, which does show up on tape, and it helps him just... It's insane. This kid's insane. He's long, he's strong, he likes to get the friction on, has amazing hips, and the aforementioned Revis, you do get a real Revis vibe, but imagine if Revis was 3 inches taller, longer arms, and faster. That's exactly what you get with Jeffrey Okudah. And quarterbacks just simply ignore him. They're like, yeah, he's over here. We're going to go the other way. And he is a true blue day one as a rookie. Put him on the other team's wide receiver one, belt buckle to belt buckle, press man across the board, and let's go. Yeah, let's play. And just think of what Zimmer's defense was able to do in 2017 when Xavier Rhodes was that guy. Respect where it's due. He was that guy 2 years ago. And think of how many different looks and how creative Zimmer could be because he was freed up. It's like, oh, we're playing 10 on 10 now. Here we go. And also, Okudah is just extremely mature, extremely focused off the field. Fortunately, he lost his mother to cancer in 2017, which, when a young man does lose a parent, it tends to really get them focused, really puts things into perspective, and it's really shown. And just an amazing, high-character young man that Okudah is. Now, the question is the cost. The cost of moving all the way up in the draft. Vikings sitting at 25 in the starting gates. Not a ton of draft value there, but say the Mendoza line is, or it's not that. So say the line is going to be 25 overall pick, Vikings third round pick, which is 89 overall this year, and future first rounder to move up to number 4 overall, the Giants spot. Would you do it? Because even though it sounds like a lot, the old trade chart has it close. And of course, Dave Gettleman is certainly going off the old trade chart, the general manager of the Giants. So the number 4 overall pick is worth 1,800 points, 2,589, and a future first rounder add up to 1,865. So a little bit of juice, which is fine because you have the team moving up. So it's close, man. It is so close. I understand. I can also already hear the comments. You only move up for a quarterback. Or you'll have your pick of quarterbacks at 4. But also, I don't know if Zimmer would do it. I don't know if Spielman would do it, especially with I don't know if they would move heaven and earth for a quarterback just because Kirk Cousins is there. It might hurt Kirky's feelings. But for a cornerback, maybe. So in this spot, I would. And yes, you are giving up some future nice with the first rounder as well as the third rounder this year. But also you have a slam dunk prospect at the biggest hole in the Vikings defense. Plus the idea of getting Okudah has to be basically Viagra for Zimmer. Like we're talking like full on 6 to midnight stuff. So I would be in, even though it will cost a lot and it would be just a major draft day splash that I would be down to clown with. But your thoughts, Jeffrey Okudah, moving all the way up for him in the draft. Let us know in the comment section below. Also subscribe for Daily Vikings Takes. You want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo, plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol production value.